This is the AC Pulse, episode 6. They lawyered up, we logged on. Welcome back to the AC Pulse, where we expose the systems and remind them we keep the receipts. I'm your host, Amanda Corrales. Today's episode, we move from passive silence to full-on legal spin. Because once RedLine received my invoice for copyright infringement, instead of opening a dialogue, they did what institutions do when they're afraid of being found out. They lawyered up. The following exchange contains real quotes from an institutional lawyer responding to a claim of artistic theft. You asked about renting RedLine space as a pretext and used staff time and resources to fish for a claim. That's funny because you also emailed me asking how to find the submission. You just said never existed. When silence becomes strategy. Let's rewind. After RedLine used the structure, tone, and verbiage of my Artist Through the Prism submission in their 48 hours promotional rollout, I sent them an invoice, a clear, itemized, formal notice of unauthorized use. What happened next? They had their lawyer contact me, not with a resolution, but with an effort to dismiss my work entirely. Here's a real excerpt from their email. There is nothing protectable about the avant-garde nonprofit model or the Artist Through the Prism model under copyright, whether registered or not. Translation: you don't matter. You don't own this, and now we've absorbed it. We'll pretend it was always ours. The legal playbook. Here's how it works. When artists start asking for credit or compensation, some nonprofits escalate, not to dialogue, but to deflection. RedLine's lawyer dismissed my claims by saying I hadn't registered my copyright, which, let me remind you, is not required to own rights. You hold copyright the moment you create original work. Full stop. They used phrases like structure isn't copyrightable. Terms like TED Talk style or 10-minute aren't protected. And my favorite, that approach was not well taken. You know what else wasn't well taken? My intellectual property. Rewriting the narrative. Let's talk about the call that never happened. Barbara, RedLine's events manager, reached out after the infringement to try and find my inquiry in their system. I had to request it multiple times, then follow up, then re-clarify. They were suddenly scrambling to locate what they had already used. But somehow, when the lawyer stepped in, they claimed I made the whole thing up. Said I used a space rental request as a pretext to fabricate a copyright claim. Let me read you this part. You asked about renting RedLine space as a pretext and used staff time in the pursuit of fishing for a claim. Wild take, Patricia Ho, especially when the record clearly shows they confirmed receiving my form and then called me to ask how to find it. You cannot gaslight someone who has receipts, Barbara and Patricia, but you can try, and try you did. And now for a commercial break.
From your sponsor, Silence Shield by Legalese. Introducing Silence Shield by Legalese, the nonprofit toolkit that helps you ghost artists professionally with pre-written emails like, "We've always done this," "That idea isn't yours," and "We consider this matter closed." Just say you don't see value and remind them the burden of proof is theirs. Silent Shield, trademark, because nothing says community partner like a cease and desist in sheep's clothing.
And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. The artist as defendant. This whole saga reveals a much deeper truth. In the nonprofit world, artists are treated like vendors. Until we ask for ownership, then we're treated like threats. But the minute you organize, invoice, or demand accountability, they stop calling you community and they start calling you liability. They didn't just deny what they did. They tried to erase the record, rewrite the intentions, and recast me, not as the artist they borrowed from, but as the aggressor trying to fish for a claim. This is what happens when power gets called out. They don't deny the act, they deny your right to name it. Next episode, we look at who enables all of this. The funders, the ones who talk about equity in mission statements, but back institutions who harm artists behind closed doors. This is the AC Pulse, where the gaslighting stops and the public record begins. Have you ever had a nonprofit try to buy you under Legalese? Try to bury you under Legalese? Ever been told your pain wasn't real because it wasn't protectable? You're not alone. Tag us at the AC Pulse. Use the hashtag They Lawyered Up, We Logged On. And if you've got your own receipts, email me them to amanda@ajcorrales.com, because the next season might just be yours.